That's what you do.
It's what you do. Speaking of stage fright, not yet though. Hello everybody, welcome! These are cards we're not going to miss from the Path to Carcosa. If you don't know, rotation is coming pretty soon, and all your cards are going to be mailed to Travis to be incinerated? Shredded?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay. I hope paper mache. You make like some sort of sculpture out of them.
Make a giant Cthulhu.
Yeah, that would be kind of hype as hell.
And you could like put people in it.
Okay, yeah, well, that's really big.
And then you can...
Like you're like a wicker man.
Yeah.
Oh, frick, don't go to Travis's house, everybody.
Well, it's just going to be the people who don't bring their center cards.
Yeah, but...
Oh, okay.
Like, no, they're gonna be like... Burning Me won't bring your current cards back.
Yeah.
Travis is like, I know that it will.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Oh, God.
All right, so a few weeks ago we did cards we were going to miss from Path to Carcosa, but these are the good riddance to this bad rubbish for this video here. So we always like to do when we have a video where we're talking about things that we like, we love to do things about talking about stuff that we hate. So that's going to be happening today. And let's go with a card that we unanimously despise at this table, which is Charon's Obol.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever played with this one.
I think we did it. Well, you recently played with it
like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but
that was part of the meme. That was part of the
only
meme,
because
yeah.
you were gonna be a little guy.
Yeah,
and this saved you. This saved you a scenario.
It was just for a joke.
Yeah. But I think the only time is one of us might have played it. I think I played it once when I did Book Jenny in like one of our first early campaigns. Yeah. And then after that, the reason why we don't play it is one, there's only one, and two, I think the three of us all agree that you don't really need the experience, right? And the other one is that it suddenly changes the stakes when it's just like, oh, if this person dies, they're gone, right?
Yeah, like the team loses all that experience.
Yes, and then it's like one of those things where it's like, but you chose to put it in the deck, but now we have to kind of bend over backwards to save you.
Yeah, we suffer the consequences for your decisions.
Yeah, and it leads to kind of like just an unhealthy play pattern. So we kind of just all we never even said don't play it. We just all stopped. Yeah, we just stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this card, where it initially was they were designing Rogue differently, where they intended them to be your deck to eventually have a bunch of exceptional cards that were like the sort of the capstone for your builds, and then they moved away from that, and they were like, you're just gonna get like normal cards that don't suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
And so when you needed, like, this card was helpful when you're like, I need 10 experience to get a good card into my deck. But when it's like a little on the strong side when you're like, I'm just building a normal deck.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think we also, we got to a point where in design they were like, these exceptional cards are awesome and you need a lot of XP to buy them. And that's true. They are awesome and you do need a lot of XP to buy them.
Yeah.
Most of them are awesome.
But you can just spend that XP on non-exceptional cards and have your deck be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're also
Most
awesome.
of the time. And they're also just kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how many
So-
exceptional cards are better than Lucky Cigarette Case 3? Not many.
I think probably the only one I make a case for is Red Clock 5. I think everything else
is goated.
Yeah. And even then I think Lucky Cigarette Case just reigns supreme, but that'd be the only one that I'd be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe the Golden Pocket Watch. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like that one definitely has.
That's probably the highest rate of winning you the
Yeah,
game when you
yeah.
resolve it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But it's one of those things, just like buy the small shit and just
buy the other shit and move on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we don't need this kind of effect anymore.
No.
Yeah.
We don't need any kind of experience.
We don't need
Answers
any kind of
right.
effect.
Yeah.
We're just gonna play blank cards.
Yeah. I mean, I would love if they just stopped doing this kind of thing. Apart from with I think Will Yorick's Bury Them Deep is my favorite experience thing, because I feel like
limited.
investigators should be allowed to kind of break kind of boundaries a little bit.
Yeah, it's also very how many times can you abuse this? It's probably 0.8 experience per scenario.
Yeah, when it's all said and done. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
It
something that's
becomes
extremely narrow, like Refine, I also think isn't horrible.
Yeah.
But it has to be it has to be not, oh, this is upgrading a card type. It has to be like, this is upgrading like a very small subset of cards that you're not going to interact with outside of this expansion.
Yeah, like the kind of like even just like the reason, there's a reason to play it as opposed to you have to find a reason not to play it,
Yeah.
right? And I think like we found a reason not to play Charon's Obol.
We didn't.
But like
it's not fun.
It's
If-
not a good one.
if we were like, yeah, it's not a good reason. Yeah. Well, it is for us, but like if we were like all tryhards, we'd be like, okay, who's taking Charon's Obol this time?
Yep.
And who's dying and taking the aesthetic once, you're dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next one here. We got Cheat Death.
Doesn't do what's on the tin.
Yeah.
They lie to you.
Yeah. You can, in fact, not cheat death. You can only cheat death in one very specific way, and that is the way that they'll allow you to cheat death. But all the other ways you want to cheat death, you might as well just, like, go frickin' die and not cheat it. Yeah.
Pretty much.
So, like, a big thing for this was, like, the events, right? That were, like, that's where we first started to come with this. The events that are, like, you were defeated, right? Those are considered to be a cost, and the whole cost thing in Arkham always rubs me the wrong way. I think it's kind of just like stupid when how it works sometimes. And this one, was she making noises?
Yeah.
Oh, Bryce, you pulled 2 feathers out. Good job.
Yeah. Would you like to reiterate how the cost works for people who don't know?
Yeah. So if the cost cannot be, if the cost isn't paid, the effect after doesn't happen. So, for example, we thought, and a majority of players, well, not a majority, I don't know the number, but a lot of players also, I assume, thought that if you played a card that defeated you as part of its cost, you could use Cheat Death and not be defeated, right? Especially for a 5 XP card. But because you do not die,
You don't do the rest.
you don't get to do the rest.
Yeah.
So then you can also not stop the cheat death part even happening in the first place. They said you can't even do the front half of this because that's a cost, and it wasn't like the same as being defeated. And it kind of just like took any sort of like slot for this and kind of just said like,
Yeah,
no.
I think that the way the costs work is fine. Probably avoids more problems than it creates, and it's really a templating card on this issue, where you're like the card says I'm defeated, and it says I can play this when I'd be defeated. Why can't I do it?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And I understand like the philosophy of the design here. It's here to protect you when you Charon's Obol, right? You take Charon's Obol, and this just is like you spend some of that experience to stop that. But the reality is also just like not dying is a pretty good way of winning the game.
There's
Right.
also supposed to be a big flashy event for Safina,
Yeah.
which is really unfortunate because it doesn't actually do anything. Like even
Why
if
would
this
you-
did
yeah.
function in the way that you thought it would,
Why
it
would
doesn't
you need
actually
to do it like 6 times in a
Yeah,
game?
it doesn't even.
That would be
it
kinda
doesn't
hype, though.
advance the game plan at all. You're just like, oh, I'm not dead again. They're like, great, I still need 6 clues to
And?
win. And then the monster comes over and it tries to hit you. You're like, oh, I'm not dead again.
Yeah. Yeah, because you get rid of all treacheries in your threat area, but the enemies, they're like, no, that's someone else's problem now.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next up, it's over. 1 second. It wouldn't be a PPG video without one of these, so give me a second. All right, once more with feeling. We got Sleight of Hand.
Fuck
I'm
this
gonna
card.
miss having to remember what it does because it is not what is printed on the card, like ever.
Yeah.
It was once for a glorious about 2.5 months,
Yep.
and then it wasn't, and it's never been the same since.
Yep.
Feels like
Playing cards for free is a very powerful
it
effect.
turns out.
And then once there's like no cap on it, it's very powerful.
Yeah, is that what the kids mean when they say no,
No cap? You know what? I'm going to say yes.
Is that what they mean?
I'm going to say yes. Yeah. Yeah. But it did some things with the Secret Necronomicon was one of the reasons why this card got like toned down and like
Yeah.
some other things as
And,
well
like,
with that.
You know, as
It
much
wasn't
fun
the
as
first
it
thing, though.
was to sleight of hand like a flamethrower into play.
Yeah, because the flamethrower was the start. Because
Right.
originally it was 2 to
Okay.
one-handed, and then it
Yeah.
was 0 to 3. And it had the weird thing where then like it didn't work with signatures anymore because those technically aren't a level. Don't get me started.
It's the whole thing.
I don't like that shit. I mean, now that I'm here, you should allow investigators to play signatures from like if there was a card that was like, show me the cards in your hand if someone else's signature is there, you should be allowed to play it. It's so stupid that you can't.
Yep.
That's just like it. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I think he's over there now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. This is just like a very powerful card that also was kind of like a. It's convoluted, yeah.
Yeah, this card's also like bullshit and puts a heavy cap on the items that they can design.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that has limited uses or that like the Necronomicon, basically you can't print while this exists.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's a good thing it's gone.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, this card's a problem. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's good that it's gone.
Watch them just print it again.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the last couple of cards they got to spoil.
yeah.
If Resourceful removes itself from the game after, that's
Yes, that would be
not
like
horrible.
if it was the same
Good luck
card
with
but
that.
just like removed itself, that would be nice.
What if it put a finality sticker on the card while it's in your hand?
I don't want stickers, please.
What about a small object you slide into a sleeve? A bead of some sorts, a finality bead.
No, I also.
What if they looked
that's-
tasty like the batteries from Galaxy Trucker?
No,
Okay.
no, I'd probably no. That's too much temptation.
But no, this thing, it's just like there is. I mean, we're now that we know there's a new core set, we'll probably do this for the core set too, so we can bitch about scavenging and recursion.
Yeah, the designers, they took a look at every other card game that's ever been printed ever, and they were like, you know, having like capless resource recursion didn't work for them, but it might work for us.
It might work for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it didn't.
It didn't. No, it didn't. And it's a problem, and it's good it's gone. We've seen some examples of the recursion, like Hunter's Instinct, I believe it's called, from the new core set, which is only for level 0, only for events, and it's also only like 3 uses. So like that's like already there's like restricting it, which is because I think that like recursion is still fine in Survivor's Pie,
Yep.
but it needs to be a lot more restrictive
It
than
can't
this.
just be like, well, is the card red?
Yeah, what they did is they were like they put like not named Resourceful, and they said
They like kind of thought.
yeah, they're
about
like
it.
job's done. This is never gonna
The
be a
most powerful
problem.
thing we can imagine is people pitching Resourceful to get back Resourceful on every test.
Yeah,
Getting a perpetual +1 as long as they
Okay.
pass.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah. I'd be curious. Like we've talked about other versions of Resourceful. If it was like only got like level or lower, so like level 0 can only get level 0s, but there was like a level 3 that could get like level 3 or lower.
So now that would be a good customizable card that can only
Yes.
get a level equal to the experience you've put into it.
Bring them back. That's actually, I haven't spoiled those yet in the core set. It's gonna be there's this whole suite of customizable cards just to really just establish that those are evergreen.
Shitcaster.
Yeah,
And
You
it's back,
betcha.
baby.
yeah.
We couldn't figure out a way to balance for true solo, so here you go.
Yeah. Bye bye. That's her waving goodbye to us. Bye. No, that's her trying to get a scissors to defend herself as Travis is paper macheing her to the Cthulhu statue.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lola Hayes.
Fun fact, I don't know if you actually found, but you gave me mod status in the Twitch thing, and I actually made it. So, watch this was a.
That makes so much sense because I was actually streaming and the Automod flagged watch this, and I was like, why the hell was this Automod like on this flag? And then someone said maybe it was because of spam bots linking videos, and I said, yeah, that makes sense. That makes that
is
so much
The
funnier.
only moderator action I've ever taken.
And the best thing as well is that was only like a week ago.
I flagged it like 2 years ago.
That's incredible. That is so fucking funny. I love that. That is great. Honestly, that's like a great use of your power. That was really good. All right, Lola Hayes, the punching bag that came out with Path to Carcosa, the investigator that both Travis and I played. We tried her out, and we were both like, "Wait a minute, this is awful."
Yeah.
It was
Not just bad, not even fun.
not even fun. Yeah, like. I understand the design philosophy that she was kind of like neutral with the idea that restrictions were to keep her in reign, right? She had a big card pool, But I think it was too early to make a neutral investigator. I think they needed to kind of understand more of what that meant, what the game was. Charlie, I think, is a perfect neutral investigator.
Yeah, he is.
And Parallel Lola is actually also a fantastic neutral
What
investigator.
about Susie?
Susie, I think she's bad.
I agree.
Yeah, I think she's.
Yeah, but I can have like 600 cards in my deck, Justin.
You could have a lot. I think the issue with Susie is that I think that she's a joke that people take seriously, right? When like Lola was serious, but then turned into a joke, you know?
Yeah,
that's
so
fair.
that's like this Carcosa run when we switch over decks.
You can put Lola on there.
No, I'm playing Lola. He's playing Susie.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat whatever card it is that I hand down.
Hello, fellow humans.
Yeah.
Blah.
Michael, what happened? You know Michael McGlenn? Yeah, he's my distant grandfather.
I ate him.
Yeah.
I have his DNA.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, but I think just Lola, she was tabooed. She became more playable with the taboo, but like that's not like a huge mountain to climb because like the level, like the original version was really rough.
He's like borderline unplayable.
Yeah. And yeah, so now that the parallel version, that's to me like the true Lola. And those have been hand waved into current, so easy peasy. But
Yeah,
we're-
because who wants to figure out what the hell the count is?
Yes, yeah. There's just
No
like,
ads
there's
have
please, just like blah 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 blah.
Sorry, what? Did
Yeah, what
you
about-
ask questions about the investigators and the new core box?
No, the book investigators and the parallels. What? What are those? Whatever you custom cards you play with your
You can
collection
do
are
whatever
totally
you
fine.
want.
Yeah. All right, Bryn, your good buddy Dario
Dude,
El-Amin.
I'm not gonna miss him. I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, now David Renfield was here. You know what? That is kind of crazy. The David Renfield versus Dario. Just like comparing the
Metal
two.
also part of that.
That's crazier. That's even crazy.
Yeah.
This is all the patron cycle where they all did some
Yep.
sort of
Yeah.
resource reduction, right?
They
Who was the Guardian? The Guardian one.
Guard dog.
I'll like look.
I don't have the tab open.
The Seeker one was that guy.
Oh, they didn't have
was
one.
Charles Ross.
They didn't have one.
Charles Ross. Yeah, that's right. Guardians didn't need an ally.
They
Yeah.
don't need anything.
No, they had Mark Harrigan.
They had a gun.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
he really is like. Even though we never really played Dr. Charles Ross, I think that there's more of a fantasy to go with him, right? Like there was like. I mean, I think Brendan just played Dario out of spite, like
He
some
did
sort
have
of.
like a niche where you could effectively give the resources
Yeah.
to other people.
Yep.
Yeah, but you were just like, I think you're like punishing yourself whenever you play, because you just played him, like you just
Right.
played him as well.
Level 0 green allies are awful.
Yeah,
They are mostly
Yeah.
pretty bad. Bianca de Katz is pretty alright.
You only get one.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's like what Leo costs 6.
yeah, he's very
You got
expensive.
level
He's
0
very
Joey the
good,
Rat.
though.
He doesn't
Yeah.
really do anything.
Yeah,
You got Gregory Gry. He's fun to gamble with, but you gotta be like, I'm gonna be. You
have to go hard.
regularly doing tests.
Yeah, you have to go
We've
hard
got
on him
the
too.
failed actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Henry Wan, which you
Yeah,
love.
which I do enjoy playing.
He's
him
definitely
in-
lost us
and-
a non-zero number of scenarios, so that's cool.
I
This
can't
guy,
stop
like,
myself.
14 money is an absurd amount of money for +1 book and +1 brain. Like an impossible amount of money.
Yeah, but every time you activate him, you're like getting an action. So he's
Not
basically
really.
like a 4 cost.
You're
Leo
gaining like,
that gives you
half
stats
an action?
sometimes.
he's gaining a resource is the weakest thing you can do.
This guy's like 4 cost Leo who gives you +1 and 2 stats and no, he soaks the same.
Gaining a resource is, I'll say it again for the folks in the back. Gaining a resource is the weakest thing you can do.
Is that because I'm at the back of the table?
Yes.
Okay.
And clearly you didn't hear me.
No, let's talk about the people I have locked up in there.
Well,
I wasn't
passing on
gonna,
your actions.
Yeah.
but like,
Well, attacking and like making an attack against an enemy that your teammate is engaged with that you can't possibly.
Yeah, you're like
succeed
Norman
on.
Withers punching like a freaking
Yeah, that- that's worse, right?
punching a ghoul priest.
punching a rat, Norman Withers can punch a rat.
We know Norman Withers can punch a rat.
Punching the gold priest.
I
That's
think he can.
That is a little bit crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, apart from like actively griefing your team. Or yourself, or whatever. Anyway, this guy's not great, and I'm glad I'm never going to have to play with him again.
I would love a keyword in the noose cycles that is like retaliate but for the person holding it. So then like Travis, I could be holding an enemy. You can have like retaliate and like outburst, and then you attack into it, miss, it hits you and me, and you shoot me. That would be great.
God.
And then we have even more like, do you trust me? It's just like
That would be a really fun keyword to pair with like some of the Innsmouth style enemies that punch you from engaging them as well. You have to balance that.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be cool for a revisit to the fishmen.
We love the fishmen. But we hate the composure cycle. So this is our last one we have here for this list.
Would you like this
this
more
is
if
all
the
of
art
them.
had Fishman on it?
No.
No, I don't think I would. Yeah, so this is all of them. This
Art's
is
good.
Scientific Theory, Moxie, Grounded, and Plucky. Those are the 5, along with Combat Training.
Yeah, they all just kind of suck. They
Don't-
ate 5 experience cards in this cycle, and this cycle really didn't have the card quality to be able to afford that.
I mean, I think, apart from the fact that Will Yorick's in it, there's a lot of, like, Bryn cards in here, again, because of Will Yorick, but it makes sense why you and I don't prioritize this one so high, too, because when we did our drafts,
It's because the cards suck.
yeah, the cards weren't great in Carcosa. They weren't.
The investigators
No,
were really good,
the
but the cards
investigators-
suck.
That's what I've learned is that like while I want this one, I can also let it go real late because
Yes, no one else
is gonna
takes it.
pick it.
Yeah.
And the investigators are goaded out of this. One.
Yes, yeah, because I think we did.
Right.
Yeah, you did like Mark Harrigan when you did like your flex Mark Harrigan
Yeah,
deck,
like Mark Harrigan's sick.
and you did Will Yorick.
Safina's
Yep.
sick. Will Yorick's sick.
Like
the
you-
yellow one is yellow,
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter.
yeah.
You can be
And
happy
the purple
to get
one is a
this
great
one.
purple investigator. You're just like extra
Akachi?
charges on all your
Yep.
shit.
She's very fine.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, if you get like Edge of the Earth for one of your high picks, or I don't know, maybe like Dream Eaters, you can probably afford to take Carcosa as well, but you really need
Yep.
like a very strong base to build your
Yeah,
deck
if you've
out
got
of.
you can't.
Well, like the
you
star
can't
decks when
first
we did
pick
those.
this.
But, yeah.
Unless you're on the wheel.
Yes.
In
yeah.
which case, like you can grab this and one of the other ones that has enough cards for the thing you're trying to do
Yeah.
Yeah.
to make up for the fact that this one has none.
It is interesting because it has like a lot of good like level 0 cards. There's a lot of banger zeros in here.
Yeah. Seeker cards are solid, but not great.
And it's kind of like Dream Eaters is very similar too, where like most of its upgrades are like,
They crush it.
and they're like, but they're also like there's a lot of like that space that goes into bonded cards, but also like the decks that they fit in best.
Yeah.
You know, like so like you're like a survivor going into Dream Eaters and you like lose some pieces because even you got brute force and sharp vision, but then you look at cornered and you're like, I'm not going to play this in my deck because I'm not actually discarding anything, right?
Yeah, that happened when I was playing Hank for a Survivor run.
Yeah.
I was like, Brute Force can be sick, and then my level 0 deck, I was like, oh,
It's a
I have like 3 assets or whatever.
it's a really interesting thing to see from like you look at a slice of a box of player cards and knowing that in Carcosa 5 of them were eaten up by these composures that kind of actually just like do nothing really.
Pretty close.
Yeah, they just take up space.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna miss them. The upgraded ones, as we said before we prepped,
They're
it,
awesome.
very good. Those
Yeah.
ones are bangers. I think they worked really, and they feel really nice for 3 XP.
Yep.
Yeah.
But these probably could have been free. Yeah,
Anything else?
yeah. Just even a
Ideally-
different
even at
card.
level 0, I wouldn't play this shit.
No, I mean, yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah. All right, well, those are cards we're not going to miss from Path to Carcosa. It's going to get spicier from here because I think Forgotten Age is when things started to really kind of click for card pools in both like the good and then also like the arcane researches started to show up going forward here too.
Yeah, like
so,
Arcane Research.
yeah, so there's going to be some stuff that's going to be spicy when we do that. And then also we'll talk about the core set too now that we know that it is rotating out. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good rest of your week. Let us know some cards from Carcosa that you hate, because it's always fun to bitch about cards that make you go, I hate that card. Or also cards that make you become a friend with someone, go into their mod privileges, and then ban it from their chat. That's also pretty good too.
I didn't become a mod, you made me one.
I mean, I had to. You were there once, and I was like, Travis, you're not a mod? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then I gave you a sword.
And I used it.
You used it. See ya.